I'm having problems with a friend of mine. Um, she was my best friend for a while, for like 5 years, and we had a fight because of her boyfriend. Uh, we had feelings for each other at that time, but then like a month ago, she came back. She broke up with her boyfriend, and we started dating. And yeah, um, for this month, we've been dating, hanging out, all good. Uh, I thought, why not get into a relationship? Like you were saying, like being monogamous, and because I'm a simple guy, I don't like hanging around with a bunch of girls. And she said no. She said, well, not technically no, but like she wasn't ready. No, and she wanted some time. She took like this week off, and today she texted me back and she said she wanted to talk again. But like I said, these days I've been thinking and watching your videos, and I've come to realize that I'm not ready for a relationship, and I don't want a relationship with her.
Mhm.
So yeah, I just ask you, man, like, do I have to cut her off completely? Because I also think she's like, um, they're seeing someone else, or just keep it like friendly, or maybe friends with benefits.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, this is interesting too, especially based on the last call I just did. But I think I'm trying to think how I want to formulate what I'm gonna say here. I think the problem is I think guys really need to wake up and open their eyes to the obvious discrepancy and contradiction in how women view the world. I think guys need to
Hmm.
wake up. So notice how most of the guys that come in, they have a very similar problem where they're like, oh, I'm a simple guy. I want a monogamy, and
Hmm.
I want to have a relationship, and then I ask the girl, and then she doesn't want me, and it's like, notice the obvious contradiction of how girls will say, they want one guy themselves and all this, but it's always the guys that can get many of them that always end up getting what they want. Have you ever asked yourself why that is?
No, really.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give you the answer right now, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
The truth is, right? Think of it in school. If you're in school, high school, whatever, and you're trying to get a certain grade, right? If you aim for 80%, you're probably going to get 70,
Hmm.
right? If you aim for 100, you're probably going to get 90. It's the same thing. It's it's a denial of the reality of what it means to be in the dominant position and what kind of ambition you have to be that guy. So I think a lot of guys are in denial of that.
Mm.
You just wanting monogamy is like a guy really wanting to have kids before he's ever kissed a girl, you know?
Oh, okay. I
Y-
get it now.
Right? It's one of those things that's not, I'm not saying it's not honorable. I'm saying that you have to be aware that if you want this concept, if you want it, and you're dating girls that the concept of monogamy comes from religion. That's where
Hmm.
it comes from. And a lot of people debate this all the time, but people as a whole aren't really monogamous in nature. Like sexual dynamics aren't monogamous in nature, like naturally. It's something that we choose to do, right? So as a result of
True.
that, now when you start to extrapolate that, understand that, well, the guy that desires multiple women will do what it takes to put himself in that position, which usually includes, improving himself to a certain point and getting certain things and having a experience and knowing how to talk to them. Those are the guys that can, at the end of that road, choose monogamy because they have so many options available to them that they can choose whatever path they want to go down and have the relationship they want because they have the leverage. You as just
Oh,
a guy sitting there being like, oh, I'm good enough with just this. Well, you don't have the leverage to make that choice. You know, you don't have the leverage.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you have to put yourself in a position where you can acquire the leverage so that then you can get the relationship you choose. And where does that come from? Experience, probably part of it. Being a certain type of guy, having ultimate confidence in your ability, understanding your value. These are all things that are in line with that. So, and you asking a girl to go out with you, yeah, back in the day, that made sense because you as the guy had to take, and this is super outdated stuff that a lot of guys believe still today. That concept comes from the days when you have to go to the father and ask for his daughter's hand in marriage. That's where this comes from. Like guys asking girls out. Modern though, no, absolutely not. You're not gonna ask. You're not gonna ask for a father for his daughter's hand in marriage as she has 10 other guys in her Instagram inbox.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a different world now. So the way that everything goes, guys get stuck on this, and it's like, why? So really, you think it's that special? You really think you're that unique? Going up to the dad, being like, "Hey, I want to marry your daughter," as his daughter is like, "Ew, why would you ask my dad for my hand in marriage?" As she has 10 guys in their Instagram DM,
Yeah.
man. Like,
That's creepy.
it's just like, yeah, exactly. So then, why you think that asking a girl out is the right play? She has to desire you. It's the onus is on her to prove her desire to you, not the other way around. She gets tons of male desire. Tons, man. Limitless.
Actually, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but she literally said to me like she has a lot of options.
Oh, there
And
you
I was
go.
like,
Of course.
yeah,
Of course.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, but they all do that now. They all have that. So you can't judge them for that. This is just in their nature. Of course they want as many options. Don't you? Why don't you want as many options?
Yeah.
That's you have to ask yourself,
Right.
why are you lazy with it? You should understand the pragmatic nature of dating. You have to have all the options in the world and you pick the best. And yeah, that sounds a little bit ruthless but it is what it is. That's just the way that human dating goes. Somebody wins and somebody loses sometimes. It's like not flattering. It's not fun, but hey,
Yep.
life in general is pain. So
Exactly. You said it before. It's not about happiness.
no, man, it's not about
Not about
happiness. Yeah. It's about duty, responsibility, creating things, creating abundance. And then after all those things, then you can start thinking about, okay, I'm going to go on a trip for a month.
I really hope so.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Thanks, man. You opened my eyes. And
That's what it is, man. If you like what you saw, subscribe to my channel and check out my website in the description to book a call. Thanks for watching.